When I was in secondary school, as every border, every child that stayed in the hostel, your parents will pack beverages, gari, granite, everything you could have. Basically, not everything, but just a few things. So that when you eat in the dining hall and you're not satisfied, you'd have something else you can eat, and some pocket money also. So I got to boarding school. I was 9 going to 10, and I was in charge of the beverages. What a world! I was in charge of the milk. You mean the entire can is in my care? Chocolates, the biscuits, the butter, and I had cash all to myself. I began to eat anytime. I would even give away some of it. I ate my satisfaction, and within weeks, I finished the first batch. Called home, they brought another batch. Called home again, they brought another batch. Then I called again. My father said, you have to wait till visiting day. We're not sending anything. So visiting day came, and my dad showed up with only gari, granite, and sugar. And he gave me, I think, maybe 100 naira, and gave the rest of the money to the matron. Let's just say it was a very unpleasant experience. I was scared. I was terrified. That was the first thing that happened to me. I can still remember the feeling. I was like, how am I going to survive? How am I going to cope? But guess what? As the pain of hunger enveloped me, my mind opened up to divine wisdom. A wisdom from above. And I'm going somewhere with this story. And then I knew how to manage myself. The things I was not eating before in the dining hall, meals I would not even touch, I started eating them. I ate the beans with the insects in it, with the weevils. I ate fufu. I still do not like fufu, but over time I started eating fufu. I began to try other meals. By the time my dad, gave me my beverages and everything, biscuits, cookies, I'd learned self-control. I'm telling you, I learned self-control. I had not only learned self-control, I'd also learned how to manage myself. I understand that when we just resume school, I don't need to open up my biscuit. I can just take this for breakfast, and then I won't touch my money. When I have provision, we call it provision, I don't spend my money. I eat the provision. I even take it to school. Before, I would take biscuits, milk, and chocolate to school, then still take money to school after eating in the dining hall. So I stopped that. I'll take only biscuits and beverage to school, and then when my provision is finished, then I will start spending my money. Now this is just to tell us that in our journey, suffering is important. There is no anointing, there's no favor, there's no grace of God that can make you escape suffering as a believer. You can't escape it. If any pastor has promised you that you will escape suffering in this world, they are lying. It's either they are lying or they are praying for you that you will quickly go to heaven. Hebrews 5 verse 8 says that Jesus learned obedience through the things that he suffered. Jesus learned obedience through the things that he suffered. Deuteronomy 8 verse 3 says, so he humbled you, that's God humbled the Israelites, allowed you to hunger, and fed you with manna, which you did not know, nor did your fathers know, that he might make you know that man shall not live by bread alone, but man lives by every word that proceeds from the mouth of the Lord. You see, Mr. Flesh, the only language Mr. Flesh understands is circumcision. That's the only language he understands. So God permits difficult experiences, unpleasant experiences from time to time for our perfection, for our maturity. It's not because he hates you. It's not because, like, my father did not hate me. My father was teaching me a bigger lesson. After that time, my father had a branch of his company in Ibadan at that time. I had access. I would go to the accountant without informing my dad to request for anything I needed. I abused that a little bit, just a little bit. But I had self-control now. I understood. I was not just eating, giving out my things, not remembering to lock my locker, and then people can access it and pack my stuff, and then I'll just call home and order for another one. So it's important that we have a right perspective. The question you should always ask yourself is, what is God trying to teach me through this experience? what exactly is God trying to teach me through this experience? If you just think, oh, the devil is attacking me, no, there's some things we blame on the devil, and the devil has no business with it exactly. So if you keep thinking, oh, it's because people don't like me, you're going to fail to understand why you're going through the wilderness experience, and it's because God is trying to teach you something better and make you richer in faith and in your mind. God bless you.